Hey, what is going on guys? It's Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have a really incredible 4 vs 1 Pro vs Noob siege on Total War Attila. So if you guys do enjoy this video, then please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Before we get into it, I just have a little disclaimer. So you may have seen my previous 4 vs 1 video, and now you're seeing the second 4 vs 1 video. And the reason you haven't seen this yet on Apollo's channel, or maybe you have because this is coming out afterwards, but is because these are the test runs for that scenario. So we tried it with 2 different sets of rules to try and find the most balanced and most fair rules to allow both sides to have a good chance of winning. So yeah, these are the 2 trial attempts basically, and the attempt that you will see if Apollo covers it will be the final attempt, where we have the rules nicely balanced and we have a nice close replay that is a lot of fun for everyone involved. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, we're going to quickly go through the rules for the match, and then we'll go through the commanders for each army. So the rules for the attackers were pretty simple. It was a maximum of 2 pikes per player and a maximum of 2 skirmishers per player. There was no artillery or chevrons allowed. For the defenders, we had a max of 2 pikes, a max of 4 skirmishers, a maximum of 1 artillery that had to be within the army, so it could not be a wall artillery. Deployables were allowed and gold chevrons were allowed. Now in terms of the commanders, I was commanding the defender, which was the Eastern Roman Empire. And for the attackers, if we quickly zoom over to where they are, we have on this side the Franks. They were commanded by Revolution. If we look at his ally, we have the Sassanid Empire. They were commanded by Danilo Pendik. If we have a look at the next army, this was the Danes, commanded by a Scratchen Commander. And then if we go over to the final side, we have the final army, which was the Visigoths, commanded by J. Chivi. So yeah, those were the attacking armies I was defending, and this match is going to be absolutely epic, so I hope you guys are ready for it.
We hold these walls today because that is the task the gods have given us. It is a noble task. We will make our gods proud that their people have such sons as us.
Okay guys, that was a pretty awe-inspiring general speech by the leader of the Eastern Roman defenders. If we go back over to the wall side, so the attackers will start moving forward soon. In terms of their attacking, the reason they're all on this one side is because we did make a rule and say the attackers had to attack one side of the fortress only. That was just to make it a bit more fair, a bit more balanced, so that, because as a defender you only have a maximum of 20 units, and if they're attacking from every side, we're just not going to have the units to hold anything, and instead I would have to basically, camp the victory point with my entire army, which is going to be no fun for anyone. So yeah, we made it so they can only attack one side, and I can actually put up a defense here and try to thin their numbers out before they get over to the final stand. If we have a look, yeah, they are starting to move forward now. A lot of siege towers over here actually, and most of these actually have no units on them, except for these last 2 that do have units that are actually getting on, but the rest of them have no units on them, and I guess this was just being used as a shield to cover his units from the arrow towers. But yeah, my attack, or my defense I should say, was basically, so the plan that I had going was I would have my units of Numeroi, sitting over here in testudo formation, as you can see. So they'll be able to hold the line nice and long. I was going to let them take the walls, and then as they funneled off the walls via the stairway, then I would let them engage my Numeroi, and then I would start cycle charging with my Hatari guards. And I did the same thing over here as well. And at the gatehouse, I did a kind of similar thing. So I had one unit here, I had another unit here, and then I had my unit of Atari guard. So basically, when they come through here, they were going to engage there or there, and then I would use the Atari to cycle charge over there or over there, just depending. Obviously, they could try to push through or push around, but I thought I was going to be able to ensure that they weren't able to do that. We look over here, we can see that, yeah, the arrow towers are hitting these pagan band, and I think my Hatari guards are going to start throwing their axes. Yep, there we go. Doing some decent damage with the throwables. Yeah, They're down about 40 men. But again, these are pagan band. They're very cheap. And a lot of the axes landed on the ram itself, which, well, which is not good. But yeah, so if we look at the attacker's armies, right? So the Assassinate player is just all pagan band basically because he went and spent a lot of money to get 2 units of Naft throwers. I actually don't think they're that expensive, but more importantly, if I can find it, yeah, there we go. He's got a unit of armored Indian elephants. This is like 2,500 gold for this one unit. So yeah, 24 Indian armored elephants. These guys are going to be absolutely crucial for the attackers to actually win this match because that is a very expensive, very good unit. Oh, there we go. We have the first clashes on the wall. So I was actually trying to move my Hatari guard over so that I was able to, you know, actually use them and cycle. But unfortunately, they got a unit jumping off here, so I'm going to have to engage them with Hatari. Yep, there we go. I'm engaging them here. Luckily, these are the cheapest units that they send up first. I'll be able to clear it up and then hopefully go and deal with everything else. As you saw, this unit was throwing axes. Unfortunately, the angle, you know, from here, most of them are going to just hit the bottom, so I only got 4 kills over there. Probably shouldn't have wasted that. We have a unit of Atari Guard trying to defend this middle tower as well. They're going to fight against this Germanic band that is trying to push them. Obviously, you know, Germanic band are not going to be able to win that fight, but what the attackers have is numbers, so they're going to have a second unit coming over to try and support. Over on this side, yeah, so this was a bit of a mistake. I forgot that even though they're attacking one side, once they're in, they could just run around. And yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake and something that is gonna come back to bite me in the butt. But it's okay. Also over here, so I had nothing actually watching this area because I had something for that and that, and I completely forgot about this, which is now what I realized. And I was like, oh wait, hold up, I need to do something about that. I cannot let them just cap this for free. So I'm going to try deal with that. Over here, yep, so the Atari is still fighting off this Germanic band, while this unit of Atari has cleaned up this unit of Bagudai, but because they were fighting that, these guys, these Royal Estritones, got a nice rear charge in basically on this unit, and they're going to get some nice kills here. Yeah, so this Atari Guard unit is down by about 30 men, which is not good, because, well, I need them to basically 4x the amount of men in the unit in terms of kills. Oh, I heard crumbling. Yep, okay, it was this fort tower here went down, and he had like 3 units around it, the Assassinate player. So when this tower went down, it killed the entirety of all 3 units. So he just lost like 3 units over there for nothing. I think Mataria lost, yeah, they lost like 8 men, but it's fine. I will lose 8 men to get rid of 3 units. And in the meantime, yeah, so far we're doing okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, he's captured this and now he's sending the men over. I'm not sure why he's not going through here. I will say that we may have, at the time, he may have actually, we were all in VC together, so he may have asked me about this and I may have said, no, maybe try push down the front wall. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think they are going to push around here. So, yeah, we're gonna just keep an eye and see what happens over there. And oh no, okay, there we go. Yeah, another unit. So he's using this Bagude unit, the Frank player, and he's being very smart with what he's doing here. So they're probably the cheapest unit in his army, and he's just having them jump in to the Hatari guard and keep them fighting. And now while the guard is fighting there, I can't pull them out, and I can't get them to use their charge. And without the charge, they're not going to make use of their really, really nice charge bonus. So while the Bagadai is there just distracting my god, he's going to go and charge me with his Royal Ashtratones, which are some of the best infantry in his army. Oh, there we go. So my Atari guard cleared up the 2 units of Germanic band, and unfortunately, they did not have enough units up here to immediately push up new reinforcements. So I was able to send my Hatari guard over, this unit of Atari over, and get a nice charge in on these royals. And now, yeah, that's going to end up breaking and killing these Royal Astrations. And with that, that's actually able to help me secure this wall for a bit. Get these guys in position, get these guys clearing them, and then get ready for another charge over there. They've also started to finally push in some spears. It is the Assassinate player, he's only charging in Pagan Band. Yeah, there we go. I have my numero here in Testudo, they're going to hold, and then I have the Atari guard here that is going to charge in. and get their charge bonus off and do as much damage as possible. Look at that, already 40 kills just from the charge, because the charge is really, really deadly. If we look over here, yeah, there you go. So they have some Germanic levy that have pushed down off the wall. They're going to engage these Numeroi. I haven't charged in the Atari guard yet, but they probably will charge in soon and start doing damage. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, so never mind. We did not have a... I wasn't sure. I thought maybe that we said not to push through here or something, and that's why. But no, there was no such thing. This guy is gonna push around, so he's sending over like 3 units of wolf coats, and he's actually... Oh, instead of flanking though, he's gonna run them all the way around, and he's gonna cap this, because I think if he does that, if he caps this gatehouse, he may go and send units through here to then flank around and hit the free units on the front. Oh, there we go. The Atari God have charged in. And remember, they have a really good charge bonus. So if I look over there, you can see they have a 70 charge bonus, which is absolutely insane for an infantry unit. And that's going to allow them to easily rack up. Look at that, over 80 kills. Plus it was a rear charge, so yeah, they're going to be able to break that unit really soon. And that was the plan. It was to be a hammer and anvil, you know. The anvil was obviously the Numero Testudo. The hammer was going to be the Hatari guard in each case. Over here, so yeah, these Atari have managed to also cut through a lot of these van, and by keeping them stuck in this area, the oil is gonna drop and kill so many units. And they need to push through, because push through is allowed. So I do allow push through for the noob players. You know, if they want to do it and if they know how to do it correctly, it can actually work out. But obviously if they don't do it correctly, they're just gonna lose a lot of troops. So yeah, over here at this point, there's nothing really. They should just push in, and push in with a lot. So what they should do is they should send up reinforcements, push like 6 units in or 8 units in, you know, engage 2 there, and push the rest over here. Because right now I only had the 1 unit of Atari guard. So if they pushed in, I would not be able to cycle in, cycle out, because it's only 1 unit. I did not have the 2nd unit here and ready for the fight. On the wall, yeah, okay, so they've got a unit up there. I pushed this 1 unit down, but I do have the other unit in the middle. They're trying to recap the gatehouse, and then they're probably going to charge back over to deal with that. Oh, I think he's trying to charge. Yeah, he's trying to charge these men over to stop the cap. But the Sassanid player just does not have enough over here at the moment. And I don't know, yeah, they're just sitting here trying to cap, I guess, but I have more units in the cap zone, so I am going to cap it. They're not going to be able to cap it from me. They're still losing units to the oil, and they're not fighting either, and now I've got 2 units of Atari ready, so they're going to be able to cycle charge back and forth. Oh wait, I actually charged the 1 unit of Atari guard down, okay. Oh, did I charge them under, or did I move them over and they just went down for some reason? I'm not sure. But there we go, look at this beautiful charge. And now I think the 2nd unit will also charge in soon enough. Oh, oil coming in again. Oh, I'm actually not even gonna send the 2nd unit in. I'm just gonna... Oh, because they're pulling out, so that's why I'm gonna retreat these guys instead of cycle charging with both units. But yeah, you see, the problem here is the defenders, the attackers have like 4 units. I have 4 or 5 units in this area, you know, and them having weaker troops than me, and obviously, being on the attack, they need to push through with enough units to overwhelm everything I have. They need to ensure that I can't handle what they send through. Right now, they're only sending like 3 or 4 cheap units in at a time, and that's going to allow me to deal with it pretty easily. What they need to do is put in like 8 units, okay? Have 2 there, push the rest in, get these Atari stuck in combat so I can't cycle charge. Oh, not the beautiful charge coming in over here. Look at these Atari. Engaged with, what is this? Germanic Levy? Yeah, Germanic Levy. Up to 100 kills over there. And now over here, okay, so we're moving these guys back a bit. Okay, I see. Look at this. Yep, explosions are happening. So the Sassanid player brought Naft throwers. These Naft throwers over here are deadly. They're basically medieval grenades. Like, they're throwing explosive pots. And yeah, look at that. Oof. He's getting a little bit of friendly fire, but for now it's okay because he's hitting some cheap levy while killing my elite Numeroi. Look at that. Oh my god, that unit is just getting absolutely annihilated. And you can see more pots coming in. Dang, exploding. Ooh. Yeah, this Numero unit is looking very, very destroyed now. They're down to 70 men. And, okay, the Naft throwers, they had half ammo, but one thing we didn't know at the time is Naft throwers can infinitely reload. Look at that. They're at full ammo again. So yeah, they had infinite ammo, guys. They can keep throwing over and over and over for as long as they want. And yeah, that's what prompted the change in defense over here. I had the units move over, get back over here instead because of those nav throwers absolutely annihilating everything. More rounds coming in over here. Trying to get off a charge with these Numeroi, but half the units just getting absolutely exploded. Burnt alive by those grenades from the Sassanids. And they have such a good angle as well. Look at them up there. Oh, a little bit of friendly fire, I think. But again, they're using their cheap units to hold me so that they can use the Naft doors without losing too much of their actual good infantry. That's why you see all these really nice Gothic Falksmen up there. Oh! Oh my god, just look at that. So much of explosions. Too much of explosive power for the Sassanid Empire there. And now this unit of Numerai is down to 30 men, it's breaking. They did an absolutely insane job over there of just wiping that unit out. And yeah, I did not realize they could reload like that, so that took me by surprise and was something I was going to have to try to deal with. In the meantime, in the middle, again, they're still sending only 1 or 2 units in at a time, which is going to allow my Hatari to, you know, hold this without too much of an issue. I'm not sure if I'm trying to get Hatari back on the walls here to try and clear these skirmishes, because right now they got skirmishes up here, and they're trying to set them up to throw into the rear of my Numeroi, which is a very smart idea. It doesn't matter if I'm into Studer with a shield, because, you know, if I'm getting shot in the back, it don't matter. Oh, we do have some Atari going up onto this wall. And yeah, the reason for this is because we are trying to get... I was panicking now. I was trying to get my Hatari guard on the walls ASAP, clear out the troops they were using to hold me back over here, as well as these skirmishes. Skirmishes, obviously, you know, to stop them shooting me in the back. But these guys were to try to clear this out and hopefully get over and destroy these Naft throwers, because these Naft throwers were doing way too much of damage. And that just meant I was not able to hold any static position because the Naft throwers would come in. Oh, the Gothic Falksmen are charging in. These guys are really good. They have insane AP damage. And yeah, a unit like this charging into my elite Numeroi are still going to do insanely well. As you can see, they don't have a shield. They're literally just shirtless guys doing a whole lot of damage. And that's because they're having a two-handed weapon that does a lot of AP damage. And there we go, they're going to charge in. And they're at 11 kills at the moment. But you're going to watch their kills go up. Look at that, 15, 16, 17. Remember, this is a cheap unit, but this is a very effective unit, especially against heavily armored enemies. Oh my god, more Naft throwers coming in. And there goes the Numer. Oh, some friendly fire though. My armor will allow me to kind of survive the hits a little bit, because, you know, these guys do have some decent armor and HP, while these guys are glass cannon type units. God, the Naft throwers just keep throwing. They don't even care. Look at that, more pots coming in. Ooh. Explosions everywhere, and this Numeroi unit is getting absolutely pelted. They're down to 60 men already. These Falksmen had 45 kills, but right now they're not doing the damage. Because, yep, these Naft throwers... They're at 73 kills already, and they're just gonna keep refilling their ammo. Keep throwing in more pots. Look at that. Oh no. Look at the amount of pots over there. And now I have my Hatari guard here. I know that I need to deal with those Naftos, and yeah, he's trying to run them away now. He's probably out of ammo as well. Oh no, he's refilling his ammo, but he's just getting them back because he doesn't have enough he needs to use his allies' infantry to actually cover him from the Hatari. Oh wait, hold up. Did I miss it? Oh my god, I missed it. Okay, so what we missed, guys, is the people... Okay, yeah, we need to slow this down. We need to slow this down. Okay, so the player over here, right? So they sent some units down here, right? But they sent a whole lot around here. They captured this. And now, look at this. They've got like 4 units of spears, of Pagan Band. And they're actually attacking this spear unit here with the barricade behind it. So yeah, they're pushing over here with 4 units. So they're technically already attacking the second wave. Then they sent a bunch of units around and they're flanking, which is a very smart play. They got some Nordic spears. They have, oh no, those are the Falksmen from there. And then over here they have some more Nordic spearmen. And there are just, yeah, look at this. Numeroi are going to get rear charged by these Nordic spears, and they're getting sandwiched. There's wolf coats on one side, there's Nordic spearmen on the other side. They're not going to hold up. The Atari guard are also getting hit now, unfortunately, by these Nordic spearmen. Luckily, I did have a unit here that I could actually charge in, because these units did not get a charge up, no charge bonus there. Luckily, this unit will be able to do it, and it's a side charge, so that's pretty good. But yeah, we're going to speed this back up to normal speed. A lot of stuff happening, some really good plays here by the attackers. Completely outflanked my defense over here. Oh my god. And more explosions coming in from these Naft throwers. Just blowing up my Hatari. And I need these guys to 4x their units in kills, and now they're getting blown up, so that's not good to see. At this point though, so I do think, yeah, I think it was a mistake to continue using the Naft throwers. They needed to just stop shooting for a little bit because his allies have units on both sides and they've got me outflanked already, and he doesn't want to get friendly fire, which right now I think he is getting some friendly fire. Or is he not? No, never mind, it looks okay. For now at the moment. But he does need to be careful because there are 3 friendly units in front of him. Oh my god, yep, these Falksmen, they're throwing their jabbies into the back of the Atari. Remember, Atari have no missile block chance, they're an unshielded unit. And now they're getting a rear charge in. And look at those kills going up from them. Nearly up to 70 kills. And even though, so Gothic Falksmen are an absolute class cannon unit, they're a very cheap units. You know, they're only like 400 gold. And the reason the attacker brought so many is because, for one, he can bring a bunch of cheap units and then buy a bunch of much more expensive units. But these are cheap units that are really, really good. They have amazing armor piercing damage, and they can do so much damage even to elite. Oh my god! Oh my god, more explosions coming in from these Naft throwers. And he rear charged me as well with the Nordic spearmen. This is not good. Oh, and I think the Falksmen are going to come back for another charge. Yeah, this is not good for me at all. Oh! Wolf coats are breaking here. I think this may have been due to some friendly fire. Let me actually see. Can I check? Nope, it's just going to keep taking me back to that. But yeah, their morale fully broke over there. Oh wait, actually, let's quickly go have a look over here. What's happening? Okay, it's nothing. I haven't activated my archers yet. I'm just letting my spearmen deal with it. Because they're in Testudo, they're going to be able to hold pretty decently. So I'm going to just leave that to do that. Also, as you saw, the Assassinate, he does have his elephants here. And they have taken losses. These are such an important unit for him. Unfortunately, they have lost 4 men. I don't know how. And I don't know why he's not charging them in. So this is a very big blunder, right? So obviously these guys are much newer players, hence why there's 4 of them together and they have, you know, such overwhelming numbers. But yeah, what they needed to do, for one, is with the Falksmen, keep cycle charging them in and out. Those guys have an amazing charge bonus with amazing AP. If you cycle charge them, they are going to be able to take down even the most elite units they go up against. Now the second mistake, okay, so this was good, you know, put some pressure over here early on, that's smart. But what he needed to do was, these elephants are not going to be able to do the most damage on the final stand, right? Because the only thing they'll be able to do is damage the shields. The barricades are going to be a problem for them along with the crossbows. And on this side, I have stakes stacked over one, you know, they're not going to want to run elephants into them. And I also have my 2 units of pikes that are waiting. So, what is the best use case for these elephants? push them through here right now. Push them through here, send them up here, or push them through, send them through here, and use the elephants on this front line. Kill all this infantry that is not on the walls with the elephants, because the elephants are going to be able to make sure you... Oh my god. Oh my god, more explosions over here. This is not worth it though. This is a unit of 2 Hatari guards. They're throwing their grenades and they're blowing up their full units of Falksmen. This unit just came off the siege tower. 160 men. They've already lost 22 men to friendly fire. So definitely a lot of friendly fire occurring from the assassinate player. Oh, and more explosions over here. This I don't think is friendly fire. This is all Hatari guard that he is killing. Brilliant, brilliant damage by the assassinate player over there. While his Danish ally is sacrificing all his men to hold me back. As you can see, there we go. I charged in the Atari. I've actually got the Naft throwers in melee here for a bit. And he doesn't realize immediately, but he is going to realize pretty soon. Yeah, there we go. He realized and he's pulling them out. I tried to pursue, but my unit is breaking. And his ally is using his wolf coats to keep me stuck in melee, while his other ally sends over the Falksmen to stop me pursuing. So yeah, they are protecting those Naft throwers. His allies are protecting his units and using up a lot of their own lives to, you know, meet shield for those Naft throwers to do damage, as well as losing them to friendly fire. Over on this side, the spear unit's at 80 kills. They're going to hold no prob. I still haven't activated the archers, but oh, there we go. Never mind. I'm going to activate them now. This is going to be a turkey shoot. Fish in the barrel, guys. They're not shooting the fastest just because there are friendlies in the way, so they're trying to minimize friendly fire. But yeah, this is going to help them break these spearmen from the assassinates. Look at that. They have a very beautiful angle from this raised vantage point to just shoot these spearmen in the side. Okay, and I think I held fire. I don't want to use up too much of my ammo. I fired a bit. I got 300 kills. I'm just going to hold for a little bit now. Let's go back over to this front. Oh, never mind. There's nothing to go back over to. So look at this carpet of bodies. This is not all stuff I killed. There was a lot of friendly fire here as well to the explosive power of the Sassanid Empire. But yeah, so they've cleared up there. I've got this one unit trying to hold their best, but they're not going to hold. They are at over 700 kills, I believe, though. Hold up. Yeah, they are at 761 kills, so they have definitely done really good. Numeroi, okay, so I gave up on the gate completely. I've instead just put my unit on the wall, and I'm trying to just hold over here with this unit of Numeroi, as well as this other Hatari guard unit. Trying to do as much damage as I can. If I keep them down on the ground, they're just going to get outflanked, so I'll put them on the wall instead to try and deal with the units that they do have up here. And I'm going to get a decent charge over here, actually. There we go, Hatari are cutting through them. Oh, Gothic Falksmen coming in. These guys are going to do pretty decent even against a unit as good as my Hatari guard. Oh yeah, look at them. They've already, look at that. They just cut down like four men in the units. Oh, another guy dead. Oh, another guy dead. Yep, look at these Falksmen. These guys are so underrated, guys. This is a 400 gold against like a 900 gold unit. And the 400 gold unit, you know, has no chevrons. The 900 gold unit has... Oh! Explosions. Oh my god. As I was saying, the Falksmen were doing an amazing job. And then the Nathos came in to just absolutely ruin the day even more for these Atari god. I am trying to charge through. I'm trying to push through here. Obviously this is not good because I'm going to lose men. Oh no, actually, luckily the Falksmen... Okay, the Falksmen were actually breaking there, thank god. But yeah, I'm actually trying to just run after these Nath throwers. They do have, you know, a Falksmen, trying to hold them back though. And they have more men over here that they can use. But yeah, I was desperately trying to get rid of those Naft throwers as quickly as I could. Oh! There, oh my god, some arty shots coming in. I actually moved the arty over here. Got a few arty shots that hit. The artillery is at 28 kills. I think that was my first shot, maybe. Am I gonna... Yep, I'm gonna fire another one. Ooh, beautiful shots. Beautiful shots. I'm using it on a cheaper unit, but I guess it's just too juicy having two units stacked like that. to ignore. And the arty is up to 70 kills. Yeah, okay, I am breaking the 1 unit. I'm probably not going to use up any more artillery over there. And on the wall, it's the 1 unit of Numeroi and the 1 unit of the Hetari guard, who are nearly at 800 kills. So they are fighting as hard as they can, and they are doing an amazing job. But they are getting outflanked by Nordic Spears as well as Pagan Band. I did pop an ability, so I think I just popped the Unbreakable so they can't break from morale. Just to let them... Oh, never mind. The morale is still going down. I don't know what I popped then. But I do have the Numeroi coming over here. I think I'm going to charge them into the back of these Nordic Spears. Yep, I'm going to charge them in. These guys are fresh. Oh, the Atari guard broke, unfortunately. But now it's time for the Numeroi to do some damage. Not the greatest charge, but still, they are going to get a little bit of a charge bonus off there. They should be able to do a little bit of damage. Over on this side, yeah, okay, so the Spears have held. They've got about 100 kills. The Ballistari, I actually must have opened up again fire with them for a little bit because they had nearly 400 kills. Artillery, no, 2 shots for 67 kills, and that's it. They moved the elephants back. Yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, he lost 2 more elephants to something. I don't know what he lost elephants to, honestly, but yeah. They were way too passive with the elephants, unfortunately. And yeah, that's like the best place for them to use the elephants at that front fight is now over. And now to use the elephants is going to be much, much harder. But obviously these are newer players, but after this, you know, if they're in another battle, they're going to know, they're going to know where to use those elephants now. Look at the balance of power. So obviously they started off with outnumbered 4-1. So I had 3,000 men. They had over 12,000 men. So they outnumbered me by slightly more than 4-1. Now we are down to 1. I lost half my army. I'm at 1,500. They're at about 4k men. So the ratio is definitely gotten better to me. So that front defense was very, very effective. If you look at my kills though, you'll see it at the end. I did not kill all of their men, okay? They lost a decent amount to towers and oil and stuff, but they also lost a lot of men to their own ally, to these Naft throwers. These Naft throwers did a lot of damage to their own allies. This unit's at 142 kills. This unit is at 43. So, yeah. And they were firing the whole map, so that is pretty crazy. Okay, I am going to make a cut here, and we will be back as soon as the forces have set up and are ready to assault the second layer of defense. Okay guys, we're back. So it's been a couple of minutes. The attackers have just spent the time pushing in all their units. The elephants are finally in. They're still hanging back though. They've got a lot of pikes pushing forward. And yeah, they are getting ready to assault my final stand. I have my artillery here, beautiful position, and as you can see, it is hidden. So they do not know I have it here. So I am waiting for these pikes to move forward so I can get a nice shot and do some damage to them. Also, this tower has range, so the longer they wait here, the more free kills I'm going to get from the tower, which, I mean, it's missing, but still. You know, we're going to try to do whatever we can. Oh, over here, look at this. This is going to be a turkey shoot. Yep, these pikes are going to get murdered. Yep, that is the end of that unit of pikemen. Now, the way to deal with the barricade like this, you know, especially if you just have a lot of infantry left over, is use infantry with the highest missile block chance possible, and just don't attack. Just have them here sitting in shield wall or testudo or something, or even if you want, attack with 1 or 2 units and have another unit or 2 just sitting here and holding, you know, and that's going to allow them to try. Oh, beautiful arty shot in there. Oh my god, these pikes just lost so many men. And oh, there's another round coming in. There's another round. Is it gonna hit? No, okay. Bad shot. They managed to dodge it. But yeah, as I was saying, use your units with high missile block chance with big shields and use them to basically soak up the ammo, because they also, you know, not every shot is going to do damage because of the missile block. Instead, oh no, the Falksmen are in. But then again, I think that's all the player has left. And look at this beautiful, beautiful angle. Yeah, the Falksmen are gone. It's just the spears now from the assassins left over. Nope, they're broken and now they're gonna get shot in the back. Oh. And now the crossbows are firing over here. What are these? Wolf coats. Just look at it from this perspective. Yeah, this wolf coat unit is completely annihilated. Crossbows just slaughtered those men. Let's see, how many kills do they have? 474 kills, and they still have about half their ammo. So that was very, very good for me. Also, over here, I did send one unit that I tried to get back. Unfortunately, so, you know how I blocked everything off? I can't get my own unit into my final stand. They got stuck on the stakes, but these pikes were pushing up, and they were out of formation, so I managed to get a couple men in the unit to actually get in and fight the pikes. So as you can see, they're fighting the pikemen in melee. The pikes don't have their pikes out, and the unit is facing the wrong way. But now they're sending up reinforcements, and they're sending up Naft throwers as well. So, yeah, and I'm using the RT. I'm activating the RT. I'm trying to get those Naft throwers killed because I don't want them to come and blow up the spikes. Because with those Naft throwers and the infinite ammo, they can just blow. Oh my god, friendly fire into their pikes. They're killing the Nordic pikemen. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. The assassinate player just butchered his ally. So most of my men from this unit are stuck in here. He threw all his spots over here, and this Nordic pikeman unit, which was fully healthy, lost about 40 men, and the other unit broke. So yeah, those Naft throwers just came and butchered like a unit and a half of their own pikemen. These archers here are still just murdering any pikes that they're pushing up. What do they have that could be better? Oh, I think they ran out of their shielded units mostly. Oh no, they have, okay, no, that's a captain unit. The Javies, the Germanic band do have shields and they do have muscle block. Honestly, yeah, they should be using, I think, either their spears and their axes, or they have a lot of skirmishes. They have like 1, 2, 3, 4 units of skirmishes. They should just get the skirmishes all set up here and throwing at either the spears or probably a better idea, throw them at the crossbows and try and take these crossbows out. Or actually at this point these crossbows are low on ammo. You probably just want to waste it all. Just go with a mass charge in here, you know, let these crossbows run out of ammo, and I don't have a second unit up there yet, so then you can start doing some damage to these spears, and you can have your skirmishes set up so when I do send my second unit forward to reload, the skirmishes just start pelting them. Over on this side, yeah, okay, these pikes have pushed up and they are trying to kill my men over here. Luckily, a lot of them are engaged with their little daggers, so that is very, very good for me. Otherwise, these pikes will just completely slaughter me. I did move a unit of crossbows over here, but I'm not going to use them. I don't have a shot. Over on this side, oh, yeah, so they got the Gothic Falksmen trying to cut through, and they are cutting through. So these Eastern Auxilia Palentina are losing this fight. So they had 100 kills last time, and now they've lost their whole unit for another 20 kills, which is really sad to see. You know, this is my expensive tier 3 spear infantry, you know, with 3 gold chevrons. But as I said, those Gothic Falksmen are such an underrated unit. They're so good. They have an amazing charge bonus and excellent AP damage. So they cut through those spears like... They cut through me like a hot knife through butter, which is crazy. But luckily I was able to clear up with the Elite Ballistari, which are at 800 kills and still have ammo. Oh my god, that is crazy. This unit is at 700 basically, with some ammo still left. Getting a little sneaky shot over on these skirmishes on the Germanic Brigands. 735. I think they have like one more volley. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, they ran out of ammo. Finished with just over 800 kills. Beautiful. Skirmishes took some hits. Over on this side is just the pikes. 100 men. They've lost 20 men, and that's because, yeah, I don't know. This is an awkward angle, awkward position to fight for the pikes. And a lot of my men are just bypassing the pikes because of that. I think it's because of the stakes maybe, or just the way that the unit is set up and stuck and stuff. But yeah, they're actually fighting a lot of the pikemen in melee properly. And obviously the pikes, once they pull their daggers out, are not going to be winning most fights. So yeah, doing decent over there. Managed to clear their left side. So now they just need to go all the way in on the front. I am reloading. I do have another unit to push up over here. Oh god. Oh god. Naft throwers. And yep. Okay, I quickly send up my archers. These Naft throwers are going to break my spears. Oh no. Oh, they get a volley off. Oh my god, they get a volley off on my crossbows. Oh my god. That was bad. That was very bad for me. But now I'm going to focus fire them. And they're not going to be able to pull out again. I'm finally going to get rid of that Naft thrower unit once and for all. And that last man just died with like 6 arrows in his back. Yeah, okay, the crossbows are a bit disorganized on this barricade now, though a lot of them are not standing on the front level and stuff because of those Naft throwers. But yeah, they're going to clear up the remainder of these Thracian warriors, which are just standing. Oh, I don't think their player noticed that they actually finished killing on the spears. So they didn't even attack the barricade, they just stood there and died. And these pikemen are actually breaking, wow. Yeah, so these pikes, these pikes just had an awkward fight over here, and that caused them to break. Well, that caused them to lose a lot of men in melee to this numeral unit, and now they're gonna break because of that. Oh, there we go, they full on pushing in. And yeah, I was having some issues trying to use the crossbows here because of the Naft throwers, so they weren't shooting properly. Oh my god! The artillery unloading over here. Blowing up these men. Blowing up the reinforcements. Oh, there we go. They have their skirmishers finally. They've got their Nordic jabbies and they're going to be throwing jabbies into these crossbows. Oh, but the artillery is activated. I'm manual firing the arty into their skirmishers to try and kill them. Otherwise, those skirmishers are going to be a big issue for my archers. And there we go. Now they're using their spears to actually just tank ammo. Oh, nope, nope, now they're pushing forward. Crossbows are focusing on these skirmishes. Whoa. RT hit over there. Yeah, the RT is going... Oh, I think I'm burning my own buildings here, though. Yep, skirmishes are dead. So we managed to break the skirmishes there. If I have a look at settlement damage, just at 20% settlement damage. Oh, beautiful hits! Beautiful hits by the RT. Another hit coming in. That was a bit of a miss hit, but it's okay. And that RT is actually going to be able to break these skirmishes. And they have full on, well, nearly full on ammo as well. But yeah, as I was saying, 20% settlement damage is going to give all my troops -4 morale, melee attack, and melee defense. But yeah, if we look at the balance of power, it's getting very close to even. And we're basically even on troops. 1,125 defenders to 1,130 attackers. Over on the side here, oh my god, this crossbow is at 977 kills. They have nearly 1,000 kills, and they still have a little bit of ammo. They could hit 1,000 kills, possibly. Pikes are facing the wrong way. I wonder if I see that. I should probably try to send them over. Do some damage. I am moving pikes over here, getting them ready, I think because the barricade is getting close to falling. I'm retreating this unit of archers. They made 430 kills, but they're out of ammo. Oh my god, this is gonna be... Yep, this is another turkey shoot. Now, unfortunately, they lost too many men at the front. Because of that, they didn't have enough men to actually come and assault this... Oh, and this is a general. This is Assassinate General. Taking some damage, down to 60 men. Ooh, I tried to do as much damage as I could with my archers to that general. Yeah, no, those skirmishes are dying. Yeah, no, what they needed to do is they needed to push in all their melee infantry so that I had no choice but to shoot at the infantry or the barricade was going to break, and then have all the skirmishes behind to clear the barricade with the skirmishes. But obviously they had to worry about the artillery. Artillery is only at 230 kills, nearly out of ammo, but that's just because I was not manual firing it. I was just letting it fire out volleys at whatever it wanted. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, this unit is out of ammo, but they got 1,060 kills, this unit of crossbows. That is absolutely insane. I love to see it. Oh, what is this guy firing at? I don't know. It says this firing, but okay, interesting. They're not actually shooting at anything right now. Okay, so let's speed this up a bit. Yeah, just because it's going to take the attackers a while to decide what they want to do over here. They do have their elephants sitting over here trying to shoot, I guess, with their bows. Yeah, the elephant bows are... Oh, and I'm actually trying to hit the elephants with my artillery, but the bows and the elephants are kind of useless. You rather just use them in melee. So, yeah. There we go. Oh, got a kill there on the elephant. He lost one of his elephants to my artillery. There's a general running through as well. Got another hit. Luckily, these are armored Indian elephants. If I don't get a direct hit, the elephants are going to be able to survive. Yeah, look at that. 2 hits right next to him, but he's okay. That elephant is okay. Oh, and is the barricade is broken. Okay. Now I'm going to charge my crossbows into melee combat over here. And yeah, they're going to try run the skirmishes. Nope. Okay, I caught the skirmishes in melee. They still have full ammo as well, so that is not good. They needed to use all that ammo up because, yeah, they need to clear me out using the skirmishes that they do have left. Oh, and the Naft throwers are going to die, yeah. I'm trying to, yeah, my unit does not want to go through. They're getting so stuck on my own stakes, but the Naft throwers have broken completely. Oh, and now my crossbows are going to shoot? No, I guess I didn't notice. He managed to run his crossbows through. Oh yeah, they're running all their troops through on this left side over here now. General coming into the combat. He's got his other general coming in, pushing in. I'm trying to cycle charge with my infantry. Let's actually go back to normal speed over here. Yeah, crossbows are my front line right now while I use my general for cycle charges. I do have the pikes, but I haven't moved them forward yet. Not getting the best charges off because I'm charging through my own units, but I'm still getting some kills. So it's not terrible. Yeah, 16 kills. Probably need to pull them out and cycle charge again though. Yeah, there we go. Pulling them out once again. And notice this, guys. Even though the match is basically over, I'm still trying to, make sure I don't somehow lose this. I'm pushing up some archers onto the wall. This is a unit that's out of ammo. So what I'm going to try to do is charge them along the wall, come down through there or through here, and maybe kill these skirmishers or get a charge on the general or something. And I also have this unit of archers moving over to try get some shots off. Let's speed this up to ×2, because this is just a little grind between archers and the Germanic noble general. Oop, yeah, put cycle charges from the cav. These archers aren't really doing much damage, they're just tanking hits, basically. Yeah, I should have just pushed my pikes forward. I don't know why I didn't do that. Oh, these skirmishers trying to get hits, but no, that's a terrible angle, yeah. You saw all the spears hit the wall and fell back down. Then I charged my ballistari, and I'm charging into the general. One of the generals broke, the other general is coming back around to clear out the archer unit, though. Yep, okay, that unit of archers is getting sorted. I did move the one unit of pikes down. One unit of the Menolara toy. And we do have some elite ballistari as well coming down. This is the unit that still has a little bit of ammo. Oh no! Why are they running through? Oh! Artillery shots coming in on this general. Blowing them up. These are the last few artillery shots. Oof. Yeah, oh my god, some good hits there. I just slaughtered so much of the cav. Using up whatever ammo is left on the artillery. Oh, the ammo is finished. Well, those were the last few shots. And one of the generals has died. Morale for the rest of the troops here. You can see all the rest of the troops are starting to waver. Elephant is still sitting back there, used up half their ammo, and they've got 0 kills. And yeah, they're down to 16. Fortunately, the elephants can't really do anything. The only thing that they can attack is the pikes. Charging elephants run first into pikes, not the greatest idea. but they didn't use the elephants early on when they actually had a good chance to use them. Instead, yeah, they just kept the elephants back, and now the elephants kind of have no choice. Germanic nobles. These Ballistari are still not shooting. I don't know, I guess I was having trouble trying to shoot with them. I am ordering them to shoot. Yeah, there we go. We're shooting at the assassinate general. Having to arc the shots, so not going to get that many hits though. And right now it's a stalemate. Let's just go to times 4 speed for a little bit. Okay, there we go. We got a charge. Okay, there we go. We're finally getting a charge. Firing off some rounds. Germanic nobles. Yeah, okay. These pikes were properly set up. Oh my god, that general just lost most of its unit there. These pikes are picking up kills. A bit of friendly fire. Fire shot is not very accurate. Oh, and we're gonna get a charge from the elephants. Maybe. These Indian armored elephants are so strong, guys. So strong. If they had been used earlier at the wall and more troops had made it through, these guys probably would have won this match. Ooh, lost 3 elephants in the charge. While the other elephants are starting to do some damage now. I'm using fire shot though. Yo, yep. Yeah, I'm using fire shot. Oh my god. Yeah, I just wiped out the remainder of the elephants with the fire shot from the archers. And now it's just these last 2 generals that need to break. Pikes getting about just under 100 kills. And that is the end of the replay. So let's go have a look at the kills. So if we have a look at my army, you can see that most stuff did okay, except for the infantry that got blown up. So if we have a look, right? So 265 on the RT, sure, that's okay. It's not great or anything, but that's just because I let the RT auto-fire most of the time. The archers all did decent, 400, 470, 1,151 kills on this one unit, 836 on that. Very well done. The Atari Guard all did amazing, 762, 802, 671, 466, 469, 354. The Numeroi all just got about 100 kills, and that's about it, unfortunately. They were the ones that were absolutely exploded by the Sassanid Empire. Pikes did okay, and the Spears didn't really do much, but they were just there to hold the line. For the attackers, this is Scratchin. He did okay, especially these Nordic axes. Yeah, not too bad overall. His skirmishes, unfortunately, they were just murdered. He didn't actually get to use up the ammo. If we look at Revolution over here, so that's, yeah, okay. These Bagador, yeah, with just these cheap meat shields. This was the unit of Royals that started doing really good until they got recharged. His Cab did okay. Yeah, okay, his skirmishes actually did do decent damage. 80 kills, 50 kills. Not bad over there. Danilo, yeah, okay, all these cheap spears basically did nothing. His elephants had 0 kills the entire time. Even though he frontally charged a unit of pikes, they got 30 kills just from that charge. So that shows how strong these armored Indian elephants are, especially if they were used correctly. His Naft throwers donating him the most kills, 50 kills there, 150 kills there, 200 kills between those Naft throwers, 135 actually on that general. And Jay Jirvi, he did the best overall, honestly, in terms of kills. So he had full AP infantry, right? All these Gothic Falksmen did insane, 30 kills, 160, 30, 30, 80, 40, 40. These Thracian warriors did good, 120, 80 kills. So yeah, overall, very good performance by everyone. Couple mistakes, especially the Assassinate player doing a lot of friendly fire. Honestly, that's the reason they lost, okay? Is the Assassinate player got too much of friendly fire with the Naft throwers, and they did not do enough damage. Or should I say, they didn't do any damage with the elephants. They spent a lot on the elephants, but they did not use them on the front where they were needed. Anyways, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. 一起